Guess who's back from college for winter break? So I realized it's been a long time since I've ever vlogged, and I think it's been around 4 years since I last put something onto this channel. So I thought this would be a good time to just talk about some of my life updates or my thoughts during college, and while also getting ready for bed. By the way, I'm a freshman in college, so I just finished up my first semester and I just took my last final today. So yeah. Recently, I've been trying to journal a lot in here, so I think I've been consecutively journaling for the past 5 days. So I'm gonna do that today too. Because I think I started this journal in like 2021 or 2022, kind of consistently, and then it just kind of like the last time I journaled in 2025 that wasn't this December was literally January 12th, 2025. So like it hasn't been really consistent, right? But I've been trying, so the past few days is kind of working. So yeah, I'm gonna journal in here real quick. Okay, all done. 1 page done. And then we'll do this again tomorrow. I'm really glad I'm actually staying kind of consistent with this. Also, on another note, remember this from like 2 years ago when I got really into like watercolor and like gouache and all that stuff, but I never actually ended up doing much? Well, I've been getting into like acrylic and like alcohol markers recently. So I ordered a set of acrylic markers that's coming for like my Christmas present. So I'm really excited about that. But I did realize Anna was gifted a set of alcohol markers from one of her friends for her birthday. And since I got acrylic instead of alcohol, I was kind of deciding between those two. The fact that we already had these, I was like, oh, then I should go ahead and like try this and like use these, right? And so here I did some swatches of the alcohol markers, and I drew like a cloud over here, and then I drew like a orange slice, and then the thing is, the color range for this set is not very big. Like there's only one purple, okay, and I really wanted to do like purple clouds, but it did not end up like working very well because I couldn't find like a shade. The lightest shade of purple I could find, it was like a kind of like pink color. So this isn't done yet, but I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, that's what my current interests are right now. And then I also ordered like a sketchbook, so then I can like take it on the go and kind of like maybe do like color pencil sketches. I can do like acrylic marker sketches, like pencil sketches. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm like rediscovering like my like artsy side. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically a night routine of what I do at night. It's very, very simple. I don't know, I just felt like recording something and just like keeping it for future reference, and so I can see what I'm up to now. But yeah, some more updates on my life. I don't know, I feel like I've probably talked about this in some of my journal entries, but ever since I came to college, I feel like college, it's very different, it's very diverse, and I know that's very cliche because I feel like everyone kind of says that, but genuinely, like, there's like, I met like so many different people. I wouldn't say I met a lot of people, which is actually really bad about college. I'll talk about that later. But I do think that you're definitely more exposed to a whole nother world. So in my opinion, where I grew up in Johns Creek, I feel like I was kind of living in like a Johns Creek bubble. So like we were very shielded and protected, and I was like only interacting with like people who had like similar background as me, whether it was like financially or like in terms of like our like cultural backgrounds or the way we think even. I feel like it was all very similar because of the way that we were brought up. But then I went to college and I was like, it's very different. Like when I went to like GHP or when I went to like these summer programs like within the state of Georgia, even then I realized that there's a very like diverse set of people in the state, and like I really learned a lot from that. But then going to college was even more because you'll have people, also a lot of people from like out of state and even like international, and their lives are like very different from me, and so the way they were brought up and the way that they think is also very different. So I know that was just something that I kind of realized, and I actually really enjoy it about college. It's very cool. And I think it definitely mirrors the real world much better as well. So I'm really glad that I got to experience that. Something that I don't like about college, I found that it's really hard to make very close connections, unless you're like actively like always seeking out other people, and you're like actively asking them to hang out or something. I do think it's very hard to meet a lot of people. I know this depends on the person because I know people who are like very, or like, I know people who are very extroverted, so they naturally just kind of like branch out and meet a lot of people. But I feel like meeting people and being able to hold like a close relationship is very different. So unless you have some sort of like shared activity such as like clubs or such, I feel like it's really hard to go out of your way and be like, hey, want to meet up like today and like do something. So yeah, that was just kind of my thoughts about college. But I'm really glad with my roommates because I think they're probably the closest people that I met at college. So yeah, I think choosing your roommates is very important, and I'm really glad that I chose them. I'm going to Philly over winter break. So in 2 days, I'm going to Philadelphia with one of my roommates, and I'm gonna stay at her house, and we're gonna go around and like we're gonna take like a day trip to New York. So yeah, I think that'll be really fun. It's my first time traveling by myself on an airplane. We're going to her house together, but then I'm coming back by myself. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm really happy that I get this chance because I don't know, I feel like it's like a big step for me because I've never really traveled myself. So it was like, I think it's a big step for me, and I'm really glad that I was able to make this step. I don't know, I think it'll be really fun. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm just kind of scared because like I'm scared of the cold because I realized like I want to go there because I really want to experience like the Christmas vibes and like I want to see snow. But now that like it's low key, like it's getting like cold in Georgia, I don't really know if I can like take the cold in Philadelphia because apparently it's like also really windy there too. And so like if it's windy plus cold, like that's like, oh my god, I don't know. But it's okay. For the vibes, you know, and we're gonna go and see some like Christmas villages. Yeah, I think it would be really fun. So I'm excited for that. And that's also like a big step, I think, that I'm taking out of my comfort zone. And I hope that one day I can go solo traveling somewhere, because I feel like, yeah, I feel like that really suits me. Like recently, I've really been wanting to go to like nature areas outdoors, like a bunch of like green, like plains and then like hills and like mountains. So kind of like Yunnan in China. Like I really miss that. But yeah, I've been wanting to go to like those places, and then I can just like peacefully walk around or just like sit around and just like kind of daze off, like stare into the nature and just like take it all in. Like I feel like that's like my ideal like trip right now, but only like by myself because I don't
yeah, I feel like it's less stressful. It's like I can do more of like whatever I want, and I can just like really like decompress if I'm by myself. But I'm like kind of scared, right? So I feel like the ideal like type of trip for me would be I go with someone else and we live in a place, the same place, but we each like kind of do our own thing. So I feel like, yeah, if I ever have the chance to do that, I would like to do that. Especially, or even like, oh, I really want to go to Switzerland because I was watching a vlog the other day. Oh my god, it looks so pretty. Like, I think the ideal time to go would be like maybe like spring or like September or something. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see if I ever get the chance to. Maybe later in my life. Maybe when I'm working. I don't really know. But yeah, those are just some of my thoughts recently. And I just want to share that and document that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.